Okay guys, so if you guys are having this issue where your extruder is basically either stuck with filament and it's clogged, or it might be a broken filament somewhere around your lines, let me give you some tips on what you should check to see what could possibly solve the issue on your P1S, P1P, or A1S, any of those. I've been having this issue all week and I finally have some time to investigate it. This is a code and it's telling me to click for assistance, but I can't figure out where it says assistance or where I could click on that. So I'm just gonna try to figure out myself. I try to reset it and it just doesn't really do anything. So we're gonna start by checking the lines first. So the issue I'm having is basically on this filament. Bought this on Amazon. It's like translucent filament. It basically got stuck and I ended up just cutting it off because it's just I wanted to remove this. And it just doesn't, it goes inwards, but it doesn't come out. It gets stuck at some point, and you can kind of follow all the lines. And if you want to follow all the lines back here, you're able to check, you're able to just pop it off and first investigate to see if you actually have any filament through the lines, which in my case I do, as you can see right here, or hopefully you're able to see. As you can see, I do have filament in the lines, but yours might not have any. Shine a light to see if you can see anything. I thought I didn't have anything, but because it's translucent filament, you can't really tell that it's actually in there, but it is. So next thing I'm going to be doing is turning it off, and then I'm going to be taking off all the filaments. I'm going to be removing the AMS part and then putting it upside down and checking to see if there's any clogged or broken filament on the bottom of it. Now that I removed all my filaments, these are just some 3D printed parts that I attached to kind of hold the filaments a lot better. And these actually work really good. If you guys want to check them out, I think I downloaded the file on Thingiverse. So what we're going to be doing is there's going to be 2 screws, one on each side right here. I believe it's an Allen screw, and then we're just going to go ahead and just remove the screws, and then we're going to be able to pop this out. And I just noticed, guys, right here it says remove the plastic bag. I did not do it, and I've been having this for a couple months now. So yeah, guys, you guys should probably do that as well. Now that both sides are unscrewed, you guys can see right here for the filament tube, we're gonna go ahead and press it inwards, and then we're gonna deattach it. And it kind of looks like in my case, I'm pressing it inward, actually removing the filament. So as you can see over here on this side, it's actually coming off and it's going through the tube. So my issue might be solved just by removing it like that. But let me show you guys just in case it doesn't solve your guys' issue. I'm still gonna go ahead and pop this outward so you guys can see. So I'm gonna try to remove it all throughout my lines and then go ahead and put new filament. But if this doesn't solve my issue, it might be actually stuck at the nozzle part and not through the tubes. But I'm gonna check if any of these are broken. Then we're gonna go ahead and put it upside down, but make sure you don't lose those screws. And then it's also going to be attached right here, so go ahead and unplug it. You can unplug it from these 2 right here, or probably unplug it from, or you can also unplug it from over here. Now that we popped it out, you're able to kind of see where the lines kind of go. You're able to see a circuit right here that has all these plugins, and then you're able to see like the motor right here with the gear that pretty much runs the lines through. If you guys did have a clogged line, one of these probably would have been clogged and you would have been able to see it. If you shine some light on it, you would have seen a broken filament, and then you guys would have been able to pop it off because you're able to just push this inwards and then pop it out. And then you're able to just remove the broken piece, put it back on, and then put it back in the AMS and screw it back on, and it would have solved your issue. So hopefully you guys found this helpful and this was a good tip for you guys. In case that didn't solve your issue, which it didn't solve it for me, I still have filament through my lines and it's still staying stuck. So go ahead and just pop this out. Now that it's popped out, you're gonna push the black part down and then push the cover out just to see if you have filament there. And as you guys can see, I also have filament there. So pretty much, I think all my filaments kind of running through all this. So the only thing that's next is checking the extruder right here, see if it's clogged. Oh guys, after taking everything apart, this is the reason why the filament wasn't coming out. You could see that it just got like gunked up like that and it melted, and you weren't able to remove it like that. And you weren't able to push it forward either because it was actually stuck into the gear. It was stuck in that gear right there. So popped it out, and then I'm able to now actually take out the filament, and then I'm just going to put everything back together and it should work now.